protects against ischemic injury. And we've read this entire abstract by now, so we should be familiar with some of the terms. The keywords are estrogen. Can't zoom in more, I guess. Estrogen, neuroprotection. That's a related term. I don't think that was actually a term that was in our abstract. Cerebral ischemia. Well, we have the cranial or cortex isolated disruption, or I can't remember exactly. Anyways, cerebral ischemia is not a term that was by itself in the abstract, but it's related, obviously. Stroke, okay, very bigger search term. Plasticity, that's related to neurodegeneration and using estradiol as treatment, and menopause. So they have a combination of very exact terms and very specific terms. Uh-oh. Why? Okay, I think we have I'll just see, we have disconnection. Just a moment.
Do you turn off the Wi-Fi?
It's on. Yeah, I've had it off the whole time, so we have some problem. Is it back on? Oh, we're not back on. Maybe it's over time. I have no idea.
Is Wi-Fi off?
Wi-Fi is.
You should turn it off.
I've been using this network the whole time. Should be working. I don't know why. It just suddenly did.
Open a new web page.
It's going quickly. It's going?
Disconnected.
Let me see. It says it's good. It says there's no problem on my computer, on the YouTube. It says there's no errors. All right, we have some error. I think this will show. It'll be showing later, probably. If it's not broadcasting now, it'll keep going a bit later. So even though it's a lag, I think it will pick up the feed later. I'll send a message. It could be that I don't know. It seems to be working fine on the YouTube and everything, so I'm not sure why it's disconnected. Yeah, YouTube's working fine. Are we going now? I think it might be going now. I can't stop the stream from this end because it might totally disrupt the entire thing. So I can't change the settings.
It's froze.
Yeah, I have no idea why. Because the internet's working fine. This is just the view page. This is the live page.
Can you reactivate the live page?
It says it's good and it's going, so I have no idea. Okay, maybe it's catching up. Do you know when it froze?
You need to use the journal, be specific to the journal.
Okay, sorry folks, technical difficulties. At the end of the webinar, it's better than the beginning, I guess.
Okay, so here is the,
Yeah. Most of people left.
Yeah. I really have no idea why. I don't see anything wrong with it. And it says it's still streaming. Because usually when there's an issue, it says it's not going. I just
Can you just press stop streaming and redo it again?
I can't, I won't be able to restart the event. So I can do it, but I don't know what's going to happen afterwards.
As you can see, it stopped it.
But it's still going. Its stream is good and it's going I have no idea. Could it be because of the time? Because it's 4 to 5? No, that's probably not it. I may have to stop it from this end anyways, just because it might be being recorded for later, so. Again.
Can you just tell? Can you chat that you're gonna start again?
Okay, are we live again? Yes, we're live again. Okay. Sorry about that. This is our first webinar, as I explained, and these things happen. So we're lucky that we made it as far as we did. And for those of you watching, I'm going to continue. I'm going to answer your questions now, actually. Okay. You don't have any more questions about the content. If you do, let's ask them now. I want to answer. I can give you some more tips, but if you have any questions, I will be answering them. Okay, do's and don'ts. So you want do's and don'ts? Let's talk about do's and don'ts. So here's some things you should do. Write your abstract after completing your paper. So some people want to write their title and their abstract first because they see it as the first part of their, chronologically it's first, but don't do that. And some reasons for that are that writing it last will ensure that it's complete and consistent with the findings. So if something is changed in your paper, you want to make sure that your abstract has, you've recognized that in your abstract. Keep your content in order. So both the questions and answers should be organized in a standard and familiar way, the way that we talked about. So just remember that order when you write your abstract and you'll be okay. Keep that structure. Write the abstract from scratch. Why would you write it from scratch? Well, one reason is this abstract is self-contained. It's not just copied. You're not just taking sentences from the body and pasting it in the abstract. And one reason for that is that you don't want to accidentally plagiarize yourself or plagiarize something that you've cited. And by just copying and pasting, you run the risk of doing that. And also, it's not as interesting. You can actually tell when someone's just copied a line and pasted it, because as you could see, the density of your abstract is much denser than your paper. So you can tell when something is copied and pasted. Here are things you should not do. Don't use acronyms or abbreviations. Explain these terms in the introduction instead. That's what the introduction's for. You can try to use as full of words as you want. In one way, if you feel like you have to use an abbreviation,